Welcome to Our English. I am Priscilla Ramcharan, the founder here in the United States, and I'm so excited for our next guest. She was actually my student, and now we have become colleagues. So please welcome yourself.
Hi, hello. My name is Goodluck. I am a New Jersey native, and also I went through the same program as Miss R here, and she was like an amazing teacher for me. So I'm excited like how far our journey has gone so far. So yeah, that's just me in a nutshell, I guess.
Absolutely. So I went to the same scholarship program many moons ago and was fortunate to become a teacher for the scholarship program where Good Luck and I met, and we just immediately bonded with our like-minded thinking and our thirst for knowledge. And she ended up attending my alma mater, and now we're even more connected. So I invited Good Luck on to tell us about her experience in transitioning from day school to boarding school. And so, Good Luck, I'm going to pick your brain. What
Okay.
made you decide to go to boarding school in the first place?
Boarding school was not necessarily my choice in the first place. Like my parents, they were more keen on the idea of like sending me to boarding school because they thought like it would teach me to gain some independence. Also being away from home, I get to get more opportunities to do different things, try out new things. And so like they were just like, yeah, go for boarding school. Boarding school will be great. And my parents are both Nigerian. So my father, he went to boarding school as a child, so he really did enjoy his experience as going through boarding school. So that they're like, you know what, go for boarding school. It will be great. You have so much fun. Also, like the education is different, new opportunities and stuff like that. So it was definitely more of a them idea than my idea, but I am very grateful and very happy to have like the opportunity to actually go because like it definitely like very much opened my horizons. I got to meet new people from international areas, also learn new cultures, get a different education experience. And also, it was more intimate for me because I'm also living in a dorm across from my school. So I had more access to my teachers. But like the whole experience was like very different from like my previous school, which was like a day school. But yeah, boarding school has been very fun for me so far.
Awesome. And I understand, when you're at your age, you need that guidance. You need that kind of, well, let's try this out, see how
Yeah.
it works. I'm so happy you did. And it was very similar for me as well. My mom just really wanted to get me out of the city and get me out of any negative influences. So when she heard about boarding school, she was like, "Oh yeah, you're going." So
Yeah.
I agree. It wasn't 100% my decision, but I don't regret it either. So well said. And just for our viewers, Good Luck, how would you describe boarding school in maybe a couple of words? What is boarding school?
Well, boarding school is like this system where you live basically at school. So like we have dorms, and basically it's not too different from day school because we also have day students at our school, but like it's more of an intimate process. You live with like other people from your class or from different grade levels, which is really great because you get to know different people from different grade levels. And also, we have what we call dorm parents. Well, I had a dorm mother in my situation. So we also get to like meet different staff and faculty. So it's like much more of like a very much more intimate moment. So, like, although it is great in a sense that like you get to have like more access to your school, more school resources, definitely like living with different people from different grade levels and also from all over the world. But at the same time, sometimes it's kind of hard because you can't really separate yourself from school because literally when you wake up in the morning, you see your school like literally across from you. So it's great, but at the same time, it's like still you have to learn how to create that divide between you and school. So
Absolutely. And talk about the lack of snow days because you're on campus. You can't
yeah.
say, "Oh, my ride broke down."
Yeah. Well, we did actually have one snow day.
Did you
So
know?
yeah, so like that was like pretty fun because like they canceled all classes. We it was like the first time in like I guess a couple of years. So like my juniors or JAs as we call them in
Uh-huh.
my dorm, they were super excited about it because they're just like, oh my gosh, it's like the first snow day that we've had in such a long time. We're so happy and stuff like that. So it was like really fun, and we got to at least spend time. I got to spend time with my JAs and like my friends at my dorm, so it was fun.
That's so nice. I think I remember we had the one snow day in the 4 years that I was there.
Yeah,
And we went sledding. We had all these like snowmen and stuff
yeah,
happening. So yeah, I remember you're bringing back memories. That was
yeah,
awesome. But still very rare to have a
yeah.
snow day. Cool. Well, thank you for that. And good luck. Describe your transition from attending a day school where you were coming home every day, seeing your parents, um, and now you're on campus, you're doing your thing, but you're also sharing your space with a couple hundred people. What was that transition like?
Well, this transition for me, like it was a bit rough at the very beginning, mostly because of the fact that like again, I'm the only child. And so like I used to be like in a space where like my parents were with me 24/7, always like looking out for me and stuff. And mostly because I'm an introvert and a homebody, I mostly stayed at home. So like it's just like from school straight to home and stuff and just like doing my homework and other things. But like yeah, it was like definitely a bit rough for me at first because of the fact that like again, I'm so used to seeing my parents every day. But definitely the transition wasn't too hard like as like time went by. Like yes, I did miss my parents every now and then, but like again, I knew like going to boarding school will only benefit me and my future, and it's like a step closer to getting my to getting closer to like my dreams and like fulfilling like all my dreams. So basically for me, like I feel like it wasn't too bad necessarily. So like I
Absolutely.
did enjoy it very much. And yeah, I got to learn independence, like doing my laundry every like Saturday for myself, fixing my bed every morning, making sure that my dorm room is clean since I did have a roommate also. So
Right.
making sure that my space was clean, making sure I got to respect like the space, the dorm room, the dorm overall, because again, other people were living there, did not want to make
Right.
it dirty for other people. So yeah, it's just like being more aware of like and be more clean. Definitely like was definitely the biggest transition for me.
Well said. And you reminded me, another thing we have in common is I'm an only child and I was
Yeah,
always in the spotlight as well.
yeah,
So kind of getting out of that spotlight a little bit was, finding your way, finding your independence for
yeah,
sure. Absolutely. And we also had the opportunity to have preparation when we transitioned into boarding school with our summer immersion program, that I had as well. So that was fun times, a little lighter than actual boarding school, right?
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you for answering that. And now the hard question.
Okay.
So good luck. If you were to go back to the beginning of your boarding school journey, what would you have done differently now that you know what you know?
For me, I feel like there's nothing much personally that I would want to change because again, like it was like a very natural process. I didn't feel like I rushed anything
Oh,
or like I
good.
slowed down anything necessarily because like again, it took me some time to settle in, but at the same time, like in my dorm, my JAs or like what we call like junior advisors, they were like very like welcoming, they were very open. I had like the best ones because like
Yeah.
they were very hands-on. So they always made sure that they were there for us, that like if we had any issues, we should come to them. And so they're overall like I felt like very happy and very welcoming. Also, like my friends, well, my friend group situation, it's like I kind of like was drawn into it. Not necessarily like
Ooh.
I chose their friends, but like I was like kind of brought into the friend group that was made. And so like I'm still friends with like all of them, and like they were like so welcoming and amazing. I appreciated them so much. And so like they were the best thing that ever happened so far at that point. But I think definitely like something I'll change is like being more outgoing, I guess, like
Mhm.
because like I kind of like changed my persona from being like introverted to more extroverted. So like definitely getting to meet new people, try to like interact with different kinds of people. So I think it's just like continuing or building those friendships personally because again, like, like I'm the type of person who's like oh nice and giggly and nice with people, but at the same time it's kind of hard for me to continue on that friendship. So like I'm more of like oh a hi or a hey person every now and then, especially if we don't hang out that much. So
Right.
I definitely want to continue like those relationships or building them to like make them stronger. And then not only that, but also not to stress too much because we didn't really get any grades
Mm,
like the whole
mhm.
school year, and it was kind of different. We more got like comments and stuff. So I think it's like not to worry too much because again, they take it easy on freshmen for us, but like as you go into higher grade levels, they give us grades. So it's just like just be chill, have fun, make friends,
I like
basically.
that. I like that a lot because some of the people that you meet when you're just starting out, they're there at the end of your journey or
Yeah.
at the end of your chapter, and you get that memory. You have that
Yeah.
memory that you can reflect on. Remember when?
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Well said. I really like that. And what about clubs on campus? How are you managing with clubs or
Yeah.
leadership positions?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of clubs. I feel like there's like a club for everything on campus. It was like, why does this club exist? But
Mm.
it does. Um, and so so we have this like club fair where like they set out like a day throughout yeah, they set up a day at the very beginning of the school year for us like to sign up to like different clubs. Like you can
Mhm.
still sign up or like remove your name off of like different clubs later on in the year, so it doesn't really matter. But like it's just like to know the different clubs, see which one you want to be a part of, and like just like that's the overall experience for us. And so um in this situation, like I had like up to 20 something like different clubs I was interested in. So I signed up for 20 something different clubs. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did. And
20 something clubs.
yeah.
There are not enough hours in the week.
Yeah, but like it's not that bad because like barely any of them actually met throughout the school year. So like it's just like on my roster that I'm a part of this many clubs. But it still looks good on my resume, so I'm not worried
Indeed.
about that.
Indeed.
Yeah, so but yeah, but like yeah, like the main clubs I was like a part of was like the newspaper club. We have
Oh,
called the K-pop dance club, so I was a part of that too. Um
nice.
Filmmaking club, although we kind of rarely met too. We also had like a religious club catered towards like Christians, so I was part of that club too. And so
Nice.
like it was like great because like again I still got like a taste of all these like diverse different clubs, like the different purposes that they serve to me. And
Right.
so also as a part of an affinity space that was specifically created for Black or biracial with like Black background girls. So I really did
Nice.
like it a lot.
Good. So there's a place for anyone, any interest, any personality. And if you
Yes.
think you're an introvert, maybe test out some things. If you're an outgoing person, help someone who's a little shyer to come in and socialize. I love that. It's well balanced.
Yes, it is.
Good luck. You're going to have to come back because we have a lot of topics to discuss today,
Yeah.
honey. So, just to wrap up this session, and of course, you must come back because you
Yes,
just finished your first full year,
I
which
did.
is wow,
Yeah.
so super amazing. So, we want to hear about your journey as you go. So before you go, the last question would be, what is your advice for anyone who's thinking about boarding school, or they've maybe never even heard about boarding school, or they may consider going to boarding school?
Um, See, my advice for them is just like definitely go for it because like it's a great opportunity. But like on realistic terms, there are so many different types of temptations at boarding school because again, you're living by yourself. Like there's so many different things you'd be exposed to. It's just
Mhm.
like you'd be exposed to all kinds of people from all different type of socioeconomic backgrounds and stuff. But like the thing is like how you were raised or like how like basically your background like what you know is right, stick with what you know is right. Because again, there are people out there who can easily influence you into doing things that if you don't feel comfortable with, don't do it. That's what I can say. Because again, you don't have parents to come back home to and like say like, oh God, I did this or I did that. Like you literally, you could be like 5 hours, 3 hours, even 10 hours away from your family. So what you
Mhm.
know is right, like do what you know is right. And definitely like it may be like a rough process at the beginning, but like so long as like you have your resources, you have the adults who are willing to stick up for you and there to support you, definitely go to those people because they will very much benefit you in the long run. And like when it comes to like making friends and stuff, definitely like go for people who you feel comfortable around, who make you happy, and who you know like you can definitely see like it, like the friendship lasting very long. And even if it doesn't last long, again, you know, friendships come and go, it's still
Mhm.
okay, like you can still make different friends.
Right.
And also when it comes like to learning and education, definitely like, put all your effort in it, because again, boarding school, it's like you have to put in like all your effort because again it's prepping you for college. And so like it's good to like to do put in that effort now so that like later on you can be like, okay, this is like easy breeze, I've done this before, I'm good to go. So like definitely make sure that you know academics are always like your top priority, should be number one in my opinion.
Right. Well, that's why you're
Also
there.
yeah, like it should be number one. Including also sports activities, like have fun, try something new, try different things. Like you know, if you don't like something you can drop it, like it's not going to be
Right.
the end of the world. But at the same time, like definitely like broaden your horizons, because the more skills that you learn, the more like skills that you get to cultivate and stuff, you basically become like even a greater person, and it looks great on resumes for college and stuff.
Yes.
So just saying like there's so many different opportunities, and definitely take advantage if there's any weekend activities, because we had like a bunch of different weekend activities. We got to have fun, relax, spend time with friends and stuff. So definitely take advantage of everything, but also at the same time like do the right thing at the right times. So
Really well said. Most definitely have your head on your shoulders. You know what is expected of you. And these schools, they have rules. So you also want to make a good impression because your reputation is also on the line,
yeah.
right? Really well said. We made me think of one more question before we go. So, what do you aspire to become career wise once you are completed with school and college?
I definitely want to be in the filmmaking industry, and
Woo!
also literature. Like I definitely like want to be in those like type of spheres. I don't know, like it's something that's like always drawn me. I think I have to credit it to my father because like he exposed me to different types of film when I was younger, like Gone with the Wind and Mamma
Ooh.
Mia. Those are like my top two films that I've watched repeatedly like when I was younger. And so like I've always been drawn to like the filmmaking process, like and always I've been very strong in the humanities region, like writing and stuff. So I feel like they're just like very beautiful like things like that I want to express myself through. And also it's another way for me to spread my message about like
Yeah.
how I view society or how I like kind of see where society is going. So it's definitely I love both regions. And if filmmaking doesn't work out, I'll just become a gynecologist because that was my first dream. So I'll
Oh,
just I'll just go through the medical route. But yeah.
indeed, indeed. And it's not as light as you think, you know?
Yeah.
So it's always good to have a plan B,
Yeah.
or sometimes you can try a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But either one is super extremely important. You'll be helping people no matter what you do. I love your energy. I love your smile. I
Yeah.
love that you made time to come and talk to us and share your journey. And please do come back again and share with us any updates. All right.
I would
Thanks.
love
Good
to.
luck. Awesome.
Thank
Say
you.
bye.
Bye.